If you're interested in getting into wedding videos, then you're in for a treat. Because in this one, we're talking all about my top 5 tips when it comes to filming weddings. Let's get into it. For anyone who's new here, hi, my name is Uppy and I run a wedding photo and video company based out of the beautiful Gold Coast, Australia called Meadow Lane Visuals. And on this channel, I'm extremely passionate about helping my fellow creators create a 6-figure wedding photo or video company and sharing things from my own experience and advice and tips that will help you in your business. So if that sounds interesting, it would greatly, and I mean this every time I say it, greatly be appreciated if you guys could leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I just want to mention as well, if you're already a wedding photographer, there are so many benefits to learning video as well. Firstly, it's not too different from photography. If we already take what we know of composition, storytelling, and lighting, offering video services to your clients is definitely something you could do. This way, you can serve more clients and also almost instantly double your revenue. So when it comes to filming weddings, let's get into a few things you should keep in mind. Number 1, audio. People are a lot more accepting when it comes to bad video quality, but in this day and age with the cameras we most likely use, it's kind of impossible to have bad image quality now. However, in most cases, people aren't willing to sit through bad audio. I wanted to make this the first thing on the list because if you're serious about getting into wedding videos, then investing in a good quality mic is definitely recommended. Now there's so many different brands and different kinds of mics to choose from, but if you're just starting out, I would recommend these two. The first one being a Rode Wireless Go, and the second one being an external handheld recorder. Rode recently came out with a new mic called the Wireless Go 2. I think that's what it's called. I'll link everything below. But the great thing about this is it already comes with 2 mics that can connect to one receiver. Now having different mics placed in different areas is great because it allows you to kind of have more coverage and to have more backup as well, just in case one of the mics fail. And the second mic I would recommend is something like a handheld external mic, something like the Zoom H1. Having this mic is great because it's simple to use, it's small, and the audio quality is amazing. And also just having it as a backup can be a lifesaver as well. You can usually leave this mic near the PA system or the speaker, or if you have some tape, or better yet, a mic sleeve thing, you can actually attach it to the mic that will be used during the ceremony or reception. Audio being a crucial part when it comes to your wedding video, having these 3 different mics is amazing. This creates a clean recording that can later be used in your edit. Number 2, smooth and steady. Though audio is very important to get right, your camera work is just as important as well. It's really hard as the viewer to get into a video that's extremely shaky and jumps around a lot. So whenever you're filming, try to be as smooth as possible. If you need to get a gimbal, that could be great, but I think a lot of cameras actually have in-body stabilization already built in, so check to see if your camera has it first. Now the camera I use for most of my video work is the Lumix GH5. Now I know that camera's starting to get old and seems like a bit of a dinosaur, but I think even to this day, it has some of the best in-body stabilization on the market. And though it may not be as shiny and new as the other fancy cameras we have today, it really does hold its own, and I still absolutely love it. Because it's so good, I personally never feel the need to use a gimbal at weddings, but just see what is best for your own situation. Training yourself from the start to keep your footage smooth is a great practice to have. Not only does it make your wedding films better, but it actually makes the editing process so much easier as well. Not only that, but it keeps your films more timeless. And as wedding videographers, we hope that these videos will be viewed and appreciated for years and years to come. Hopefully our clients one day sit down with their future children or future grandchildren and rewatch the videos that we made for them. So by keeping our footage smooth and our edit timeless, it will keep our couples coming back to watch it again and again. Number 3, lighting. Now if I could go back and buy one piece of gear a lot sooner than I did, it would be lighting. Now, how lighting affects our final image and how it works with the camera is a science that I can't really explain to you, but in a nutshell, if we want our footage to look cinematic and as high quality as possible, it is mostly dependent on our lighting. With the right lighting, you can honestly make a budget camera look amazing, and with the wrong lighting, you can make a high-end cinema camera look terrible. When done correctly, lighting adds so much depth and color to our footage and gets rid of all the grain that can make our footage look terrible. Especially during those times of receptions and first dances, the venue staff often dim the light to kind of make a more moody feel, not really thinking about the videographer. This means that if we have a camera that doesn't handle low light well, like my Lumix GH5, it can make our footage look extremely grainy and just overall rubbish. Having a few lights in the right place can make a world of difference, so I highly recommend picking up some lights whenever you can. Now, I can't exactly remember the name of the lights I use, but I'll add some recommendations down in the description below. Number 4, shot variety. One of the best ways to keep our audiences hooked and engaged is with shot variety. When you're filming the wedding day, try to film with the edit in mind. Getting a variety of shots helps you tell a story from different perspectives. For instance, during the ceremony, try to move around and get as many angles as possible. When the groom is saying his vows, try to record him saying his vows, get the bride's reaction, maybe the mum wipes a tear away, all these little things. I try to enter each scenario with 3 shots in mind. A wide shot to establish the location, a medium shot to introduce our subjects, and a close-up to bring the audience's eye to something important. Including all these different perspectives creates a more emotional and enjoyable film that keeps our audiences hooked for longer. And number 5 is story. At the core of every great film is a great story. I want to end on this tip because this one alone could greatly benefit your video business. Yes, it's important to have a good quality camera. And yes, it's important to have lights and shoot from all different kinds of perspectives. But none of that matters unless we can tell a good story. You know, I often find a lot of videographers when they're just starting out kind of create like a montage style wedding video. They will just pick a beautiful song and overlay a bunch of pretty clips. And though there is nothing wrong with that, and it's a great way to kind of get a feel for creating wedding videos, if you want to really elevate your work and take it to the next level, you got to implement more story. So ways we can do that is by including the vows, showing off the location, showing the guest reactions, all these different kinds of perspectives. By bringing in all of the tips that I mentioned today, this is what helps us create a compelling story. So if you can do each of these things, setting up good audio, keeping your footage smooth, setting up lighting and shooting from a bunch of different variety of perspectives, creating a compelling story, then you'll be well on your way to being an amazing videographer. If you enjoyed any part of this video or found any of these tips helpful, it would greatly be appreciated if you guys could leave a like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of the uploads. Make sure to check out the description for more resources, and if you're feeling stuck in your business, you want to bring in more leads or scale to 6 figures, go to the link in the description and schedule in a call with me, and I'm more than happy to help you out with anything you need. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Uppy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.